Shabbat. In the previous year, we spoke about the difference between people, goyim, coming into a town on Shabbat for money or coming to attack. And if they're coming to attack, of course, we can defend ourselves. We must defend ourselves with whatever's needed, weapons, calls to security, etc. If they're going just for money, so then there's a difference. If it's a border town, then even for that, we have to go ahead and attack. If it's not a border town, it's purely for money, then according to Shulchan Aruch, based on the Gemara we've shown him, then you don't go ahead and Mechal Shabbos just to save your money. However, then Shin Chavchet, Sif Zayin, he says that nowadays it could be even for money, and the Ramah says Hakol Lefia Inyan. You need to look case by case. So the Mishnah Halachot says, and this is quoted in the Piskei Tshuvos, Shin Chav Chet Sif Tet. He writes that when you talk about Yishmaelim, the Arabs, so just don't know who's terrorist, who's not a terrorist, he's coming to steal, already puts him in a bad way. He says nowadays you have to assume that anything is potentially ritzicha, murder, and therefore you have to go ahead and approach it in that way. So it's beautifully written by the Ramah 500 years ago. Hakol lefi ha'inyan. It all depends on the matter. So you need to have a finger on the pulse. Also, it cannot be just paskening from his Daled Amos of Allah. He needs to be in touch with the reality on the grounds as well, in touch with the mumchin, the experts. Unfortunately, I don't know if you need to be much of an expert to know that our enemies want blood, and therefore very often the assumption is, maybe always, that they're coming to rob a person. It's more than just money, and therefore we go ahead and we look at it as an fashos case. Person who's living in any kind of a town in Israel, unfortunately, could come up, especially a border town, certainly has to be well versed in all the halachot. I mean, that's what this posek to understand and deal with all the possible ramifications. Shalom.